Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pokémon Ruby Nuzlocke, where we are finally back after a week off. Sorry things were like so crazy. We had like our church youth weekend, away, so that was on last Friday. And I only realized, we've been doing stuff. I've been at uni during the day, and we were doing stuff all Friday night that I only realized I hadn't uploaded Friday's episode at like 1 o'clock in the morning on like the Saturday morning. So I tried to I was gonna go upload it then, but so I was like sitting in like the lounge. I had everything ready. My laptop was ready with the video, but I kind of got distracted and the Wi-Fi wasn't really working. So I ended up I was gonna push it to Sunday, and then I ended up pushing it to Monday. But yeah, what happened was I had to come back from the weekend on like the Saturday night after all the Saturday stuff, because I had to get back for our regular church service on Sunday, and my brother was in charge of my laptop and my laptop charger, but well, he brought home the laptop, but the charger was nowhere to be seen. So we phoned to see if it had been left there, if anyone had seen it, but no one could find it. So yeah, I had to buy a new charger. But that arrived on Friday, I think this Friday. So able to get back in the swing of making videos, and so I'm glad to say after a week of nothing, we're back with a new episode, which is great. So sorry for it being a bit all dodgy for a while. My laptop's kind of like, it's doing okay. I think it's struggling a little bit. Hopefully it'll be okay. Yeah, but this guy, he stole the goods at the end of the last episode, and he's also stole this guy's little Wingull as well, called Pico, which is a bit of a shame. So we're gonna teach him some manners with Viola, who he definitely is the hero of the team so far. I don't know why I tried to use Confusion then, because I know Puchien is a dark type. Let's go for Gust instead. But yeah, just Roxanne, we just did it. It was great. It was like, yeah, I think it's the best. I was nervous about Chuck in the Crystal EVOLocke, but this, I was more nervous because since we lost Eco, our starter, I was sure that disaster was going to strike and we were going to get wrecked, and we easily could have. But the fact we managed to get up all those Hardens, and the Geodude just kept, and the Nosepass, they kept using moves that boosted their defense, but we were using our special attack. We were just able to do it. So this guy's called Mr. Briny, and he's going to help us out in a sec, because we've managed to, we've saved his Pico, which is great. I wish we'd got a Wingull earlier, but I'm kind of happy with Carla and Fitzgerald, because for the next gym, which is a fighting type, that's going to be great having two really super effective Pokemon, and we won't need to train for Brawly, which is great, because I found, like, to start with Ruby and Sapphire, it's really difficult because you've got to like train so much for those first few gyms because normally, like, I have that basic rule of it's like maybe like 5 or so levels in between each gym is kind of what you generally sort of like progress as. There's some like variations in that, because in some of the games there's a big massive wait between gyms. But like for this, it's like such a struggle to do that through just like the gym trainers. You'll maybe get your starter up to like 16 or something by the time you need to get to Brawly, so they've evolved. But the rest of your Pokemon, they're really like a lot farther behind. But with this, since we had to train for Roxanne, we're kind of already at a good level. So we won't need to do that much training for Brawly. And by the time we get to Watson, who's the third guy, I think we'll probably all, just through going against the trainers, we'll probably be at a good level for that. Maybe just a little bit of training. And then once we're at that solid base at Watson, we'll be able to just naturally progress. But I've always found that in these games, if I don't spend the time to really like level up my Pokemon before the Elite Four, I'm going in with like a bunch of level 40 Pokemon and like the legendary, whether it's Kyogre or my boy Groudon. My boy Groudon over here. whether it's that. That is the phone. One sec. Sorry about that. Cool. Yeah, so, what was I speaking about? I'm not too sure. Yeah, we beat Roxanne. That was great. For the next gym, we should be okay. Hopefully, we'll be able to, get maybe a couple of new Pokemon, which we won't necessarily use, but with this challenge, since I can kind of swap Pokemon as I get them, because there's more flexibility, they'll be useful for like later on if I need to use them for a certain gym. Like there's like a cave we can get to, and we'll get the old rod so we can get the Magikarp, which we can then get as a Gyarados, which would be great. So it's good. I was speaking about levels and stuff, wasn't I? Yeah, so like I always feel under-leveled in this game, but now since we've done all that training for Roxanne, it's a bit better, it feels like. I mean, I don't know if we'll use all these Pokemon going forward. I might have some awkward decisions to make if it's choosing between Carla and Fitzgerald, or choosing between Ziggy and Casper. I think I'll probably go for, like, we got Fitzgerald and we got Ziggy first, so I'll probably stick with them to start with. And then we'll have Casper and Carla as, like, the backups. But yeah, so we've, well, the guy, since we saved the goods, the guy wants us to deliver them to Slateport, and there's May, but she doesn't want to battle us now, so it's fine. Wants to deliver the goods to Slateport, and he also wants us to deliver a letter to Dewford, which, and they're far like across the sea, but since we helped Mr. Briney out with Pico, and he's jonesing to get back out on the open ocean, we can go say hi to him, and he can give us a cheeky lift. And he's just right here. We passed his house earlier. Down here was where Eco was taken from us by that guy who had sand in his shoes or something like that. But let's speak to this guy. And he is going to take us. I always thought it was called Mr. Brittany for some reason. But it's Briny, which makes much more sense with, like, the sea. But he's just a nice dude. Like, you helped him out. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to help you out. Which is just good. He's a good guy. Mr. Briny. He likes the sea, and he's going to take us on the sea. I love the sea in this game. I love how it's just, like, everywhere. And a lot of people were, like, I think we're sad because since there was so much, like, water in this game, it was a bit like, oh, we're surfing again. Oh, we're here. But I love how it's, like, different. I just kind of like how each game is, like, separate in itself. Each one has something which makes it, like, its own thing rather than them all being, like, exactly the same just with new Pokemon or new people in it. Because, like, the first games are the first games. They look kind of dodgy now, but at the time they were amazing, and they're still amazing. No matter what people say about them not aging well, I don't understand that at all. They are amazing still. Then the second ones, you had this whole new thing. You had color, but you also had this, like, new, you could go back to the old region, which was incredible. So there's 16 badges, then you go against the trainer from the first game in this epic battle on this mountaintop, which we could have got to if we hadn't been screwed over by Bruno. Still bitter. Still bitter. I will never stop being bitter about that. Yeah, so we could do that. And then this one is all about the water. And then, I mean, wait, let's put this on hold. We're in Granite Cave. So we can catch something new. I don't know what we want. We can get, like, an Aaron, or, like, a Makuhita, or an Aber, or, like, a Zubat, or a Machop. What are we getting? Makuhita! Yes, this is good. This is good. Yes, I love Makuhita, but I don't want to kill it. I might just go for Pokeballs straight off the bat. Ultra Balls. Let's try Great Balls. I don't want to kill it because it's like a little teddy bear, but it can fight. It's like a fighting teddy bear. 1, 2, 3. We in? We got it. Makuhita is ours. We got teddy bear. Tenacious. It will keep getting up and attacking its foe however many times it is knocked down. That's great. Who sings that song? I'm gonna look that up. I want to know who sings I get knocked down but I'll get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I'll get knocked down. But I get up again. My phone is on airplane mode because I think that makes it better when I'm recording. It's great. But to go to like the regions, you have Diamond and Pearl. Since I was late on them, I kind of lost it a bit. They kind of had all these like legendaries, and like the story. The story I think is the main thing for me with that, because it's like crazy. It's like space and time. It's pretty like crazy. I mean, a lot of the Pokemon like plots are pretty good. I mean, I love the Ruby and one. I get knocked down. Please tell me who it is. Oh, of course! CHUMBAWUMBA! How did I forget that? Oh, but that might not fit in. Have I been doing all caps or... No, surely I've done lowercase. Have I? I don't think I have. Chumba. Oh, it's not gonna fit in. I can fit in CHUMBAWUMBA. How can I forget it was CHUMBAWUMBA? I think we're just gonna call him Chumba. I like that. Sensitive PC. You know what? I think we'll probably get that Makuhita out pretty quickly. I'm gonna speak to this guy. He gives us flash. Chumba. I get knocked down. Cool. And then in Black and White again, it was kind of like N. He was like this thing because his thinking of like freeing Pokemon because using them to fight is not good. It was like, whoa, is he speaking the truth? This is crazy. Which kind of like I think like in like the X-Men films and like in the comics, I guess, even though I haven't really read them. Like that's why Magneto was so good. Other than the fact that it was Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen who were like just these great like opposite pillars standing united but against each other. It was crazy. Just the fact that it was like maybe Magneto's right, because maybe humans can't accept mutants, and maybe they do need to fight to survive, but maybe we should be friends, which of course friends are good. What should we do? Either of them could be right. Who knows? Yeah, so that's why, because like N kind of had this whole thing. X and Y, all about 3D. People again complain about the story for X and Y. I don't understand it at all. Because the story is just fun. It's daft. It's Pokemon. And just the fact that I get suckered into whatever it is. Because, I don't know, I love the games too much. But yeah, just the fact that it was like this guy harnessing ancient energy to create a super weapon to kill the world or something. I can't remember, but it was something dramatic. There was a big laser beam gun in the middle that fired like nuclear blasts. It was crazy. And just the fact that it was all 3D. And then you got the remakes. They all bring something new but still hark to that old thing. It's the same with like Heart Gold and Omega Ruby and stuff. Yeah, there's too many Pokemon in this cave. Too many I'm gonna run away from these errands. They're too much. They're too much. I think I got a repel somewhere in my bag. Or as the French called le sac, because I've recently started. Did I go past it? I started playing Omega Ruby again, but I switched the language to French for some reason, because I was speaking to like some customers in French at work the other day, and I wanted to try and get good at it again. So I thought, what better way than to link Pokemon with education? I don't understand why it hasn't been a bigger thing before. Maybe it is a thing that I just don't know about. But yeah, I'm glad I got this repel. Oh, the music. When it gets this far, it's crazy. I think, is it the same as the forest? I think it is. But it's like spooky. It's like speaking to you is like, you don't know what's gonna happen now. It's like crazy Pokemon are gonna jump at you like this Mawile, which would have been fun to catch. But we're not gonna get you. Instead, we're gonna run away because you're intimidating me and I'm scared. And I'm gonna put somebody else up front because Viola has been doing too much of the carrying. We're gonna put out Ziggy. Ziggy. who's gonna see us. I think we're nearly there, surely. Yeah. Yeah, we might come back here later to get stuff. But yeah, you're supposed to like take down Brawly first, then you can use Flash as an actual HM. But I like hugging the wall and being in the darkness and stuff. It's fun. But yeah, you can do it, laptop! Don't let them tell you different. You've got this. You've got this. Just keep your gears together. I don't know if I've said before, but it was the first lecture I had like after my dissertation. Handed it in on the Wednesday, in on the Thursday. I switched it on, opened up a fresh Word document. It took about 10 minutes to open. Like the lecture had started. I mean, you get the slides online, but there's still extra stuff that you want to write down or type out. It took like 10 minutes to open, and then I'm there trying to creak with the keys that I've spilled stuff on, so they're kind of jaggedy from being stuck with coffee and with like, yeah. And so trying to work, and it's like taking ages. I like write a sentence, and it like has the first word, and then slowly it gets the rest. And it's just, I think the dissertation has ruined it. This guy's got Steven, who he's just kind of like a mysterious guy, who I guess we'll find out more about later on. I haven't really followed the story much, but he gives a Steel Wing, which is a great move to have, which I guess we don't need to teach now, but we will teach at some point. It just depends who we will. What did he say? He said something about the champion. He needs to help? I don't know what he said. I guess we might see him again sometime. But anyway, with this creepy music in our ears, we're going to stop here. At the end of episode 7 of our Pokemon Ruby Nuzlocke, we caught CHUMBAWUMBA. Because he gets knocked down, but he gets back up again, just like we have with this challenge after our last one. Just going to leave that there, leave it in the open air. Thank you very much for watching. See you next episode. Take care.